every Tuesday I answer your questions. Today is a little bit different because I'm not going to just answer random questions. I'm going to answer questions about my book. It came out a while ago, but there's a bunch of little secrets in this book that I've always wanted to tell you guys about, and so I decided to make a video about it today. Also, if you watched my video a couple weeks ago, I did a yard sale for charity to raise money for childhood cancer, and eBay suspended my account and made it so that I couldn't sell anything. I think because there was so much activity on my account, they thought it was hacked, or I don't know what they thought, but they deleted my account. Stay tuned because pretty soon I will still be selling those clothes and raising money for charity. I just need to figure out a different way to do it because eBay doesn't want me to do it, apparently. So I asked you guys to ask me questions about my book, and I'm going to answer them right now. First question, what pages in the Miranda book were written by Rachel or Mamrie? So there's a lot of different pages in the book that were written by other people. The book is very long. Well, it's long for a Miranda book. A lot of people would help me make these pages because I had a deadline. So first we wrote the entire book on like scratch paper, notebooks, we wrote it all over the place, and then we wrote it on individual pieces of paper and kind of sketched out what the drawing was going to look like on the page or the layout. Then we took those pages and put them on big construction pieces of paper. And so these pages that you see in the book were actually double the size, and it took them a really long time to make them, so we'd have help from friends. So I will show you the pages written by other people right now. Number 212, Life Hacks, How to Get Gum Out of Your Hair. The page was written by me, but the page was created by Corey. So I gave Corey a page that looked like this, but it was all sketches, and he put the hairs on and like picked out the colors and everything, and I wrote it down, so all the handwriting is mine. How to Get Pee Out of Panties. Page 215 was made by Mamrie Hart, and when she was making this page, she was like, I need a fly. And then we were looking around my house for a dead fly, and we found a dead cricket, so she glued a real cricket onto the panties. Quite disgusting. The Life Hacks page was made by Christina Bentley, sorry, I forget she's married. How to Do Children, I'm pretty sure was Rachel. What page of the book was the hardest to make? I think the hardest one to make was probably this page, which is the Miranda paper doll, which actually works. So if you cut this out and follow the instructions, you will be able to make this doll. Christopher created this, my brother created this, and it really does open up and fold into a real Miranda doll, which is really cool. It says, my friend Patrick made this doll. Here are the instructions. And hopefully soon you will learn a little bit more about Patrick. How did you come up with the name of the book? My dad actually came up with the name of the book. Excuse me. How long did it take to make? January of 2014 was when the idea of making a book came about, and Christopher and I started working on it maybe February of that year. We went to a little Italian restaurant and we drew sketches and kind of outlined a few of the chapters on our placemat, and I still have the placemat. Here is the placemat that Christopher and I wrote the first outline of the book on. It's a complete mess. There's all this writing all over it. Originally, the book, we wanted it to be a lot smaller. We wanted it to be about 50 pages, not 250. And the chapters we had were love, talent, fashion, internet, and fame. And now fame's not even a chapter. It's crazy that something like a placemat and ideas over lunch turned into a #1 best-selling book. It's just so, it's crazy to me. Never doubt yourself. If you have an idea and you have a dream and you write down on a napkin or a piece of paper, like, it can become a reality. So I don't know, I just think it's super cool that I still have this. It definitely took over a year to write the whole book. Have people who worked at bookshops recognize you when you walked in? The day the book came out, I went to a Barnes & Noble to see if it was there, and it was, and I freaked out, and I started to take a picture of the book, and the employee at the store came up to me and was like, you can't take pictures of the book. And I was like, it's my book, that's me on the cover, this is mine. And he was like, you can't take pictures of the book, I don't care, you can't take pictures. I said, I wrote this is me. And then he said, okay, you can take pictures of that book, but nothing else. He was very grumpy, but I was so excited. What is your favorite secret video? Mine's the interview one. So in the book, there's a bunch of secret videos that you can scan and watch online. And my favorite one, page 213. Miranda teaches you how to make homemade shampoo, and I did it, and we didn't practice it or talk about it. We did it in one take, and I dumped the homemade shampoo on my head, and hand sanitizer got into my eyes, like pretty badly, and it burned. Like, I'm screaming for my life in that Miranda video, and it is genuine. Like, it was very painful. Which page are you the most proud of? The page I am the most proud of is the how to wipe page. It comes from me kind of poking fun at my husband, Josh, because that is how he actually wipes his butt, and I think it's disgusting. And it's actually framed in my bathroom, the original page. Who or what convinced you to put in the page about periods? So first of all, there's pages on puberty, and then there's a page on monthly lady time. Christopher and I got in fights about this page. I really wanted a page that had a tampon taped to it. I just thought it would be funny, and it was just something I had in my head of like a page that had no information on it, just tampon taped to it and a pad slapped in. I thought it would be really funny, so I kept fighting for this, and Christopher was like, no, we're not, you can't put a tampon in the book, you can't put a pad in the book. And finally I was like, I'm doing it, and I did it. Something fun to know about the puberty page. This picture on this puberty page was drawn by my niece, Bailey. Whose shoes were the business shoes on page 48? Let's find out. The business shoes, those are my brother Christopher's shoes. He has very big feet, so those are his shoes. What did actually use to make that brown stuff that looks like poop on page 154? Well, on page 154 there's no poop, but there is poop on the wiping page, which is my favorite page. And it is felt. I just used felt. It's actual toilet paper, but I used felt for the poop. What are the hidden secrets in this book that us readers can't tell? So I'm gonna kind of go into all of my favorite little secrets in the book right now. So the first picture in the book is this model picture, and it's a picture of my sister Rachel. We were looking for baby pictures of me that were, I just wanted a really ugly baby picture, and all of my baby pictures were ugly, but they weren't the kind of ugly I was looking for. Rachel's a really cute baby, but for some reason this picture is just not cute, and so I had to use it. No offense, Rachel, you know my baby pictures are hideous. Alright, so there are some pages in the book that are written by Miranda's uncle and Miranda's mom, and in this book is the first time ever that you get to learn Miranda's uncle and mother's names. I've never said Miranda's uncle and mom's names in any video ever, and in this book it's the first time I reveal their actual names, so I'm not going to say it right now, but if you want to know, you can go buy the book and find out. This is probably my favorite thing about this book. If you know me at all, you know that I am obsessed with my grandfather. He is my absolute hero. He's the best man that I've ever known, and he's the reason that I do what I do for a living. This is him. I keep his picture in my office, so I can always look at it whenever I'm feeling down or need inspiration. He's incredible. Christopher and I took a picture of a crappy movie for page 14. There's a man looking at the camera, and we couldn't use anyone's face in the book unless we had written permission with a signature, and we didn't know who he was. So my brother superimposed my grandfather's face onto this man's body in the book. So if you look really closely, you can see that is my grandfather's face, and he's in my book, which is really cool. The rings and wedding vows are made out of Play-Doh. On page 19, it says, if your man looks at another woman, put a blanket over her head. That is me. So Christopher basically superimposed me and Miranda in the same picture, and that's the only time that I am in this book. There's a mistake on how to draw a hot dog on page 38. You'd probably look at this book and be like, okay, there's a mistake on every page, Colleen, really? But there's an actual mistake on this page. Step number 5 is to add ketchup. And they're supposed to be red because I wanted it to look like, well, you can tell what I wanted it to look like, and we just forgot to add the red ketchup, so there's no ketchup on that page. Most of the accessories on page 58 are Rachel's body, so the hands, the neck, the ear, the hair, all of this is Rachel. Oh wait, I am in the book another time. This is me and Christina like 5 years ago. So my dad is in the book on page 80. We went to his office to shoot all of these pictures. That's my cousin Stephanie on page 81, so she made it into the book. On page 91, there's a picture of Miranda on a curb, and it says "Stuff for sale" with a bunch of like knickknacks. This is a recreation of a childhood photo of my brother and my sister selling their toys on the corner, and they were holding signs that said "Stuff for sale." So this picture is kind of like an inside joke with my family. On page 108, I say one of the uses for money is to write a note on it, and there's a note on a fridge, and that dollar is still on my fridge. We never took it off from when we took that picture. So these two pages, 146 and 147, were the first pages we made for the book. But yeah, this picture is a chia pet. A lot of people are asking what that is. It's a chia pet. There's another mistake on 149. It says tuna salad. It's supposed to say put mayonnaise and tuna in a bag, squeeze it in mouth. but it says put both in bags, squeeze in mouth. And I don't know how that happened. This must have been a page I made at like 4 in the morning and I was not awake. Because up here it also says microwave hot dog and not hot dog. All of the food on 150 and 151 is weird food we found at my mother's house, so thanks Mom for that. My favorite picture in the entire book is on page 201, page on how to play at the playground, and there's a picture of Parker about to catch Miranda on the slide, and then the next picture is me on top of Parker squishing him, and I just think that picture is really, really funny. It's my favorite picture in the whole book. Oh, here's the other page that Mamrie made. It's page 211. There's a snail frame, and that is one snail that Christopher re-edited and imposed all over the frame. And the snow globe is Christopher's actual toenails, so you're disgusting, Christopher, for doing that. So there you go. There are some secrets and fun little things about the book. I hope you guys like this video. I worked really hard on the book and I'm really proud of it still, even though it's been out for months. It's been on the New York Times best-selling list for a really long time, and I'm really proud of that, and I think it's so cool. So thank you to everyone who's bought the book. If you guys want to buy the book, you can do that. I'll put all the links below. And I'm going to give away this book today. So if you liked this video, all you have to do to win the book is just like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel, and I'll just pick someone random. But you have to do those 3 things. Thanks for watching, guys, and I love you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and that's all I gotta say. Bye! Say, oh, remember me.